Sometimes it can look pretty idyllic in our garden. The sun is shining, there are rainbows everywhere, birds are chirping, and it all seems so peaceful, like in a fairy tale. But sadly, it's not always rainbows and unicorns. There is also a lot of work every step of the way. And then, after hours of work, we can enjoy it for a few moments and rarely even do this. If only these moments lasted longer, because it can get pretty overwhelming at times. You'll see later in the video. Guys, Tommy plugged a smart electric plug into the water pump. You know? I don't know how to explain it. So there is a smart plug. And we have an app on our phones, and I can stop the water here as well with this thingy. But this is open now because I want to show you the miracle. I'm just going to tap here and
Well,
ta-da! So that's nice, we don't have to run. Today there was a cold front, but again we got almost no rain. It's so sad, so it's still dry. We have to water very often.
every day. But this shower thingy is quite strong. No more carrying water cans anymore. We moved from the 19th to the 20th century.
Exactly.
And with the smart plug, even 21st.
Woohoo! Our arugula is growing very nicely, and I love it. The taste is amazing. Hopefully, I haven't tasted this one yet, but I love arugula in general. And it looks so pretty on this garden bed. It's very professional.
The only one.
So this is the new one. And these ones are also new, but they grew on their own from last year or something.
Yeah. I feel like that's the only thing that's doing well here. That and spinach.
Yeah. No, this is just the beginning of the season. You'll see everything will be doing amazing.
Oh,
Or
yeah?
maybe not everything.
You promise?
I don't know. We'll see.
It's quite expensive, right? When you want to buy it in a supermarket.
It is. All the greens are. So this is very great to have in your own garden. Guys, I almost missed this. I was in the city for more than a week and this rhododendron started blossoming. And the blooming season of this plant is not that long. So now it's almost over, but it's still there. So I am glad I made it and I can see it. Because it's very pretty and it would be so sad if I missed it, you know? It blossoms once a year, so I would have to wait one more year to see this. It's so sad what work can do, like totally influence my life, that I would miss this beauty. It's so sad.
Because guys, you don't know what it's like to go to work. Only Peter experiences that.
Honey, you and your smart things. Look, look! Oh my god.
What?
Okay, you won't see it, but there was a big bug, emerald green, and it's flying here somewhere. Does it smell nice? Just a mild smell. Look, here is the bug. Honey,
I saw it quickly before it disappeared.
where is it? Look guys, here. It's shiny, sparkly.
It's hiding. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't want to be on camera. Sorry. So this rhododendron, very pretty. Do you agree?
It is.
But it will be over in a few days.
And while Peter was at work, I stayed here alone because there was so much work and I had to mow everything, and I felt really overwhelmed because it was just so much for one person. It took me all day to mow this field or garden. Then I had to go for more gas because I ran out and I did the rest of the property as well. So I spent the whole week mowing and mulching basically.
And it looks amazing now. Look at it, guys. I love the shrubs popping everywhere, and they are mulched around the trees as well. And the garden is mowed. But it's so dry.
Yeah.
The grass is not growing that fast.
It looks like we are in the summer, not spring.
Yeah, it totally feels like summer.
There's no fresh green, it's going yellow.
Yeah. Sadly, no birds of prey showed up.
Not yet.
Not yet. They totally will.
Now it should be like a magnet for them because the grass is short and they should find voles easily. Not like in the fields where you have tall wheat or whatever growing.
Yeah, the conditions should be great for them. But I guess we are quite far from the fields, or I don't know.
They are there in the forest on the hill. I often hear them from that direction. Maybe they are now in mating season and they are somewhere else. They are nesting or something, you know, I don't know.
Maybe. I saw a few of them not far from here, over the fields there. But, yeah, we'll see.
They will come, I'm sure.
Okay. Here we can see the work of the voles. These two shrubs are the same kind. It's a blackthorn. And this one all of a sudden like died. The leaves are getting dry and it looks like it's over.
And it's not lack of water. We watered everything evenly, you know, so one is doing well and one is dying because I guess it lost its roots.
Yeah, it happened with one of our trees last year. The same thing, like all of a sudden all the leaves start to wither. And yeah, it's so sad because this shrub is quite big. So we will dig it out and we'll take a look at the roots, and maybe we will transplant it into a pot or something and we'll try to save it. But this is so bad. The voles are a disaster. And this is not the only one. There are a few more of the shrubs that are not doing well, and it's not the best feeling to like see the destruction.
It's very discouraging.
Yeah.
Even though I was here all week working and weeding out and mowing and everything, I still didn't manage to finish everything, so I'm continuing now. And I'm working in this area next to the fence, trying to save all our shrubs which are overgrown with tall grass. So I'm weeding out grass from around the shrubs so that I would see where they are. It's really hard to find them. They are really tiny. Like this one is this tall and then the grass is this tall.
The grass is growing fast in this area.
Yeah, because we don't mow it. It's hard to access. And but I will mow it. I will try at least. I already did a part there and it looks much better. Peter will show you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And it's hard in this part because the labor workers from here, they work exactly here next to the fence, you know, and they are now on a lunch break. So I'm using the opportunity that I'm here alone and I'm quickly trying to save some more shrubs.
Yeah.
But it's quite uncomfortable when they are standing like 2 meters away from you. So that's not for me.
It's so amazing what you did yesterday. The mowed part in between the shrubs. I haven't seen it yet until today.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Now it will be your turn to water it.
Okay, I will. So I'm now at the end of the property, far from the yard. And now I'm just going to tap here in my phone to start the water pump. And we will wait for the water to flow in. Okay, something is happening. Ta-da! And it's here. So now I can water the shrubs. Maybe you can hear the noise in the background, so the workers are back and a lot of work is going on. There is a car behind me. Oh my god, there is so much going on here, always.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city line. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I've become.
Look, sometimes you discover this by watering. Those damn voles. These are their holes and tunnels, and they usually go underneath the shrub, you know, and then they have access to the roots. It's so bad. So I will give them a nice bath. Hopefully that will make their lives uncomfortable, and then I have to close the tunnel. So we are on a small walk now, because I depleted the water by watering, so there was no more work for me.
Our well is empty.
Yeah, it's quite windy, hopefully you can hear us. I don't feel very good after today and yesterday as well, so this stay at the country house is not the best for me, because everything is so overwhelming. The grass is growing very fast, and we are already used to that, but it's always, I don't know, it's overwhelming at the beginning of the season because there is so much work all of a sudden, and I feel like it's too much, like we don't have it under control, we don't manage it right. And then you see all the trees with various pests, there are aphids and the leaves are not in a great shape, so they want to destroy it.
Slugs are coming.
Slugs are not the worst this year because it's dry. They like wet conditions, so that's nice, but they are waiting and they will come. But that's not the problem now. But there are also caterpillars in our spinach. But all these are minor things compared to the voles. As I was watering today and discovering all the tunnels, they are enormous and they are everywhere. We know that the voles are everywhere and there are so many of them, but to see it and to see all the holes and tunnels, I don't feel great. Because it feels so desperate, like it's impossible to fight them. There are so many of them, and I don't know.
I've been here for a week, so I got used to feeling overwhelmed. But Peter came only yesterday, so he's new to this.
Yeah. And this is not what I want. To work all the time and to feel desperate and not good, that we don't have it under control. And I want to relax and enjoy the garden and enjoy the yard, enjoy the warm days, and not this. Guys, I don't know.
I don't mind the work when I see light at the end of the tunnel. You know, like I go after something, like I mow the grass because I know then it will be pretty, and voles don't like it, so that motivates me to do the work.
Yeah, but in a week the grass will be back.
Yes.
So we have to do it again and again and again. So that's not the plan. The plan for the property is it should be natural, there should be a meadow that you don't have to mow very often, and all these areas, but now the shrubs are in the grass and they are little, so you have to mow because otherwise they will not grow. They will not grow because of the voles as well, and it's too much.
But it's just for a few years, and then when the shrubs are bigger, with our help, then they will not need as much help anymore.
Yeah, but I feel like they will not get bigger because everything wants to destroy them.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough.
We've been thinking of buying this cage, which we would use to put around the roots of the trees and shrubs, at least those that are in danger, so that the voles couldn't get to them and they couldn't eat them.
Yeah, it's made of mesh wires or something like that, you know, so voles wouldn't be able to get to them, and it would somehow save them probably. But we have so many shrubs already and they are all planted, so the roots are bigger, you know, so it's not easy to dig them out without destroying part of them.
And if we save 20 shrubs, then the voles will just move to the next 20, and you have to do it for all the shrubs.
Yeah, and we already have more than 300, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's one method to slowly start saving the shrubs and trees.
We have to do something, not just complain.
Yeah. I'm not really looking for advice. I just like to complain and I need to let it all out, all the negative thoughts and feelings. So that's why I'm talking about it. But yeah, there is not much we can do or you can do. We'll see how this continues. Maybe we will buy the root protectors, the cages or something.
We will.
Yeah, we will, but it's difficult, so we'll see how that goes. So, yeah, I like my life.
Phew.
But yeah, sometimes it's overwhelming. Also, there is this new project at work, which I'm part of. We are trying to be better at thunderstorm forecasts. So there is this smaller group of forecasters and we have special shifts, thunderstorm shifts, where we do very detailed forecasts of thunderstorms, and that's quite new for me. So that's also overwhelming because there are more shifts and I feel like I don't have time for normal life. For you, it maybe feels like we are here all the time, but I was in Brno for whole week and Tommy was here at the country house alone.
And I was busy, so I wasn't filming. As you might have noticed, Peter loves to complain and he gets overwhelmed really easily. So whenever there is a little roadblock, he's totally depressed and he doesn't know what to do. So I usually just ignore it, you know, you should do the same. And tomorrow he'll be okay again.
I will be. Do you promise?
Yeah, because we'll be in Brno.
Oh yeah,
So
and
you
I
won't
will
see
be.
all the disaster.
Yeah, I will be at work.
Yeah. But it happens all the time and it happens every year. And the voles also come all the time. All the disasters come and go. So we will overcome it.
Yeah, I just want the shrubs to be big already.
Yeah, me too. I also get sad when I see some of them dying and I want to save them. But I don't mind the work, you know. I enjoy helping them survive. Of course, I wish I didn't have to do it. But when it has to be done, it has to be done.
So yeah, it can get overwhelming and sometimes everything feels like too much. Luckily, there are always beautiful distractions that can help us to let go of negative thoughts, at least for a moment. It's not always rainbows and unicorns, but that's how life works. We should try getting the best of life regardless, and if needed, we have to create our own rainbows. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, and see you guys next time. Bye!